Women and athletes in particular have been scrutinized about how they look.
She got hit so hard she didn't know what the hell hit her. The person that transitioned, he was a good male boxer.
Italian boxer Angela Carini abandoned her bout against Algerian boxer Imane Khelif.
Frankly, to be put in that position must be awful. On top of all of the social media harassment that these athletes have had.
ولدت أنثى وعشت أنثى ودرست أنثى ومارست الرياضة كأنثى.
Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling, they're now both named in a criminal complaint over accusations of cyberbullying. This was filed on behalf of the Algerian boxer and new Olympic champion, Imane Khelif.
Imane Khelif has spoken out against the bullying that has marred her games.
There's proof that Olympic boxer Imane Khelif is actually a man. We were all wrong. According to a new leaked medical report, Imane Khelif was born male. New calls for Olympics gender row boxer Imane Khelif to be stripped of her gold medal have emerged after a leaked report claimed she is a biological male. Reports leaked that says she has male parts and no uterus. Imane Khelif and Taiwan boxer Lin Yuting were at the center of a gender row mishap at the Olympics after both were given the green light to compete despite failing gender eligibility tests at last year's World Championship. Both boxers shrugged off the flak and went all the way to winning Olympic gongs in their respective weight categories as their participation was defended by IOC President Thomas Bach. So she has no uterus, she has a micro thingy, you know what I mean, and other male parts. However, the issue over Imane's credibility is winning women's gold at the Olympics has now been thrust back into the spotlight following a leaked excerpt from a report first reported by Bild that claims Khelif is a biological male. People are questioning the legitimacy of this report, and I would really hate for this to be fake. If Imane really is a biological female, my heart goes out to her. But as it looks like right now, the report seems to be legitimate. The unified report, the report alleges that Imane Khelif has male characteristics. Upon hearing the news, Piers Morgan took to X where he slammed the IOC's decision to let Imane compete at the Paris Games and demanded she be stripped of her gold medal. Piers Morgan posted this to his 8.8 million followers, saying confirmation of what some of us said at the time. Imane Khelif is a biological man. The gold medal should now be stripped and awarded to the best actual woman. Meanwhile, tennis legend Martina Navratilova also spoke out on the topic and backed Piers's claim that Imane should have her medal stripped. In a post on X, she said, "What we have been saying for months, and for calling this person a man, or at least a male, we got called all kinds of names, and most of all the women this male took medals from and wins from, just awful." Sports presenter Laura Woods has also shared her views on Imane's inclusion at the Olympics Games and the wider debate of people who have transitioned. She said people who have transitioned should absolutely have a place in sport, but not at the expense of safety or fairness of women. And it is not up to women to find that solution. These categories should be protected. Fairness and safety must be the most important factors in sport at all levels, including and especially grassroots. This cannot keep happening. She added that she's lost friends as a result of her stance. Imane Khelif beat boxer Yang Liu by unanimous decision to win gold at the Olympics during an eventful run to the medal that included Italy's Angela Carini being left in tears after struggling with the power of her opponent. Imane Khelif has previously insisted she is a biological female and said to reporters after gold medal victory at the Paris Olympics, stating, "As for whether I qualify or not, whether I am a woman or not, I have made many statements in the media. I am fully qualified to take part in this competition. I am a woman like any other woman. I was born a woman. I lived as a woman. I competed as a woman. There's no doubt about that. The critics are enemies of success. That is what I call them. And that also gives my success a special taste because of these claims." The fallout surrounding Imane Khelif's participation in the Olympics, along with that of fellow boxer Lin Yuting, prompted a lot of people to speak out, including author J.K. Rowling and Elon Musk on social media, who spoke out against Imane competing. Nabil Boudi, Imane Khelif's Paris-based attorney, later revealed that they opened a lawsuit that was filed to French authorities over comments made about her gender online. No individuals have been named as defendants in the lawsuit, but a number of well-known celebrities have made reference to their social media posts. The 25-year-old Olympic champion revealed at the time that she was really affected by intense scrutiny over her gender and questioned the intentions of those who she believes has spoken up against her. I want to read you guys some of the comments being said about this. One person said, "It's not as simple as the silver medalist being promoted. Every woman who was against Imane Khelif and lost may have had the chance to progress to the final and win." Someone else wrote, "Some subjects are open to debate with both sides making reasonable arguments to support their positions. This subject is not one of them." Imane has said in an interview that she would never box with a man, so if it is true that she was born a biological male, this is kind of an off statement. After failing an apparent gender test, they allowed her to compete with Angela Carini, who is a biological female, and the fight lasted just 46 seconds. After taking two massive blows to the head, Angela threw her helmet down and yelled, "This is unjust." just. Angela refused the handshake and fell to the canvas in tears after having received the hits from Imane, who had been banned from a major boxing contest before the Olympics, according to the Daily Mail. Imane Khelif was apparently, according to a source, thrown out of the World Championships after failing tests carried out to establish gender qualification. After the match was stopped, the referee raised Imane's hand in the air, but Angela yanked her own hand away from the official and walked off. Angela then plunged to her knees, burst into tears as she said she never felt such strong blows in a contest before. Is it time for the Olympics to be cancelled? A lot of people are saying so. One of the zaniest things I've heard about the Olympics occurred when the officials from New Zealand's Olympics Committee reported that a flying drone was circling around the training facility of the country's women's soccer team during a practice session. They said this was actually the second drone flight to occur during training. Local cops later tracked down the drone's pilot, who just so happened to be a staff member of Team Canada, the defending Olympic champions and key rival of New Zealand. Wow. There are many other moments that happened in the 2024 Olympics that were unacceptable. Olympics commentator Bob Ballard was fired from his position following a comment he made about women. After the Australian women's relay team took home the gold medal and were making their way to the pool deck, Bob shared with Eurosport that the women were finishing up, adding, "You know what women are like, hanging around doing their makeup." The longtime sports commentator's remark went viral on social media, which led to several people being extremely bothered over what he said and then leading to his permanent removal. Well, I hope people are equally as outraged by what happened between Imane Khelif and Angela Carini, because that's a lot worse than the comment that Bob made, if it is true. What do you guys think is the truth? Are you annoyed about the news coming out? Do you think it's fabricated? What changes do you want to see happening in the Olympics? I'm your host, Jess. I hope you have a great day.